All right, what is going on, guys? I'm back for day number 17, and today we are talking about BSR. Now, if you guys are not familiar with what Amazon's BSR is, it stands for Bestsellers Rank. Now, what does that mean and why is that important? Well, the lower the number, so the closer we are to number one, the higher sales volume that indicates on Amazon. So, today, guys, I'm just going to show you how you can quickly see the BSR of search results for your Merch by Amazon t-shirts and roughly what that equates to as far as sales volume. Now, why is this helpful to you? Because at the end of the day, this is going to help you find shirts and niches that actually are selling well, so that you can go into those niches and have an idea of what the top guys are doing as far as sales volume. Now, there's tons of tools out there for this, but I just wanted to break it down for you guys a little bit. So, first of all, we're going to start by actually finding a niche for t-shirts. Now, I'm going to go and let's see. Let's just go ahead and do something simple like corgi t-shirt. Actually, I'm going to use this cool little plugin I have called Merch Research. This is a Google Chrome extension. It's free. Show all merch. And it's automatically going to pull up all the merch t-shirts for that keyword. Now, the first thing that I have here, this is another newer tool that I just got. It's another free Google Chrome extension. And if you guys see right here under all of these t-shirts, automatically we have the bestsellers rank pulled up. And it's also going to give us a few other really helpful things, including the ASIN, which is the unique identifier for the t-shirt that we're looking at, and also some links to price history and to BSR. Now, I don't have the premium version, as you guys can obviously see, but there's other free ways to get that, and that's not what we're talking about today. So, what we're focused on right now is the best sellers rank. So, guys, using this free plugin, we can essentially automatically get the BSR pulled for every single shirt and have it show up right here under the listing. Now, if you guys don't want to use this plugin for whatever reason, this number, the BSR rank here, is just being pulled from within the actual t-shirt listing. And I'll just show you guys really quick so you know where that's coming from. But if we scroll down to the listing, right here in the details, it's going to give you the Amazon bestsellers rank. And it's going to tell you the rank in the main category and then also in the subcategories. So that allows you to analyze how the shirt's doing, not just in its main parent category, but in the subcategories. Now, subcategories are a lot harder to actually really get a good picture of how something's selling. So for the sake of this and really anything else, we're going to go primarily off of the parent category, especially when we're talking about merch, because as of now, there's only one item that's non-apparel, and that's the pop sockets, which they just announced. Everything else is apparel. So we're going to go back here to our search results. Now, this is kind of just a brief description on how you guys can see the BSR. Now, what do you do with that? Now, I've talked about it a lot, but I already had Jungle Scout, which is a paid software. That tool will actually, it's essentially a Google Chrome extension. They also have a full online web app, but I just use the Chrome extension, and I've been using it already for some of my private labeling businesses and my FBA business in the past. But essentially what I can do here, guys, is let's say you don't want to spend the money to get that. I'm going to talk about a few free options. But I'm just going to show you guys how the actual BSR translates into sales volume, so you guys have an idea. So real quick, we're going to pull a Jungle Scout report. Now, what this does is essentially Jungle Scout has created a software program that uses the BSR to essentially reverse engineer and estimate the average sales volume of any product that's on Amazon. Now, there is a free alternative, and again, all this stuff will be linked down below in the description. The free alternative is Unicorn Smasher, and that I have used a few times. I've heard mixed things about if it's as accurate, more or less accurate, so I'm not going to speak too much on that. Now, with Jungle Scout, I will tell you guys that I've actually talked to a few reps at Amazon who work closely with products listing, understand BSR, and they've actually told me verbatim that Jungle Scout is fairly accurate. Like it's there, it's all a monthly prediction, but that it is pretty darn close to the numbers without getting into extreme specifics. So anyway, guys, we did the search. Now we're gonna look here at some of the results. So if we take a look, let's just take this first shirt here as an example. This is the Corgi with American Sunglasses t-shirt, and we'll see that the bestseller rank on that is 205,000. Now, what's that going to translate to? Roughly 200,000. That translates to roughly 38 units sold per month, guys. So there you can see. Now, I just wanted to find a few other examples just to give like a general guideline for everyone, so that if you don't want to pay for any of these tools, you don't have these tools, you don't have the resources to get them for whatever reason, just some general guidelines. And this is obviously, depends on what time you're watching this video. So right now we're at about halfway through 2018. So this is kind of the current BSR and what it looks like. So if we look at another example, this shirt right here is closer to 100,000. That shirt you can see is doing roughly 84 units per month. So yeah, we're talking about almost 3 shirt sales per day. So 100,000, you're going to get about 3 shirts per day. If we go lower than that, we can see that 57,000, so closer to the 50,000 range, we're looking at closer to 133 shirts per month. So that's more than 4 shirts per day. And let me just see if I can find an even lower example. So I'm not seeing one on here, and I'm not gonna spend too much time digging in for it, because I'm gonna show you guys another way to just plug in a BSR and immediately get a result on it. But generally speaking, what we're seeing is that, guys, if we're close to 200,000 BSR, you're looking at roughly one, maybe a few more sales per day each month. If we're going over that, it definitely gets a lot worse. So we don't want to think too much outside of the 100, 150, 200,000 range, because once we get out of that, our numbers definitely start to go drastically down. And the biggest thing you guys want to notice is we do not want to go use any like shirts that are on a BSR of over 1 million. BSR over 1 million is starting to get really out there. Now, like this one does show that this is over 1 million. It's 8 units per month, which still is significant. But that's kind of the general guideline, guys. If you're doing research and want to find niches that are going to be producing you a lot of a lot of sales, you want to try to use that as like, hey, can I get this shirt up into 1 million? How many shirts on the first page are in the 1 million BSR or below? Now, back to what I was saying earlier. So if you guys have a t-shirt, let's say you're using this, you find a listing you like and you want to know how many t-shirts that's selling per month. So let me just find a random one. So this one, let's use this one. Okay, this shirt right here, we can see from the Google Chrome extensions pulling out 713,000 as the BSR. Now what I'm going to do, guys, is if you actually go over to Jungle Scout's main website, and I am going to put a link directly to this page in the description below as well, but they have a free tool. So they have pretty much a free estimator, which does the exact same thing as the actual Google Chrome extension in the web app, but it's a little bit more time consuming because you have to come to the website and actually put the BSR in. But we're going to take that BSR, so 713,000, and if we plug that in, it is going to tell us the same numbers that the actual Google Chrome extension is telling us, guys. So this shirt at 713,000 BSR right now is doing roughly 11 units per month. So we're getting close to 1 every 3 days, almost 1 every other day. So again, guys, this is just a super simple way for you to kind of dig into the BSR, again, part of your research process, and figure out what the top page, what the BSR is looking like for those top search results, and then also taking that information and taking more of a deep dive. So if you want to use Jungle Scout, you have that is an option, and actually, buying that software. But if that's not your thing, if you don't want to spend the money on it, which I totally get, you have Unicorn Smasher, which does similar, and then you can actually just go over to the Jungle Scout website for free and put it in here. But and that'll hopefully give you guys a rough estimate. So With that being said, guys, again, this is just a super quick tip, really simple, basic stuff, but I hope that at least gives you some generic, basic guidelines to go off. So anyway, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys are using to calculate BSR and estimate sales volume, and how accurate you guys think that Jungle Scout and some of these other BSR measurements and tools actually are. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to end it at that for this video, but all the links to the tools and all of these other websites that I've mentioned are down below in the description, as well as the Facebook group. So go ahead, smash the subscribe button or the like button, thumbs up if you've gotten some value out of this, and with that, we'll see you at day 18 for our next video. Cheers.